As a behavioral investigator, I get asked most often about people skills. But every few days, I get emails from curious entrepreneurs asking how I built such a unique business. So I put together my best resources for entrepreneurs to level up their success. Let's get started. More than a decade ago, I started my very first business, and it changed my life. Now it's my mission to help aspiring entrepreneurs become successful business owners, side hustlers, and independent entrepreneurs. These are the resources and tips I wish I had when I first started many years ago. Number 1, which flavor of entrepreneur are you? Not all entrepreneurs are created equal. Which kind of entrepreneur are you? I have found there are 3 levels of entrepreneurship. Which level resonates most with you? Entrepreneur level 1, Daydreamers. This is a very important stage of entrepreneurship. This is when you only have the seed of your idea or product or service in the back of your head. At this phase, you're gathering resources, researching your market, and laying the groundwork for a potential successful business sometime in the future. And as the label implies, you love to spend time daydreaming about your business. Entrepreneur level 2, side hustlers. The moment you begin your first business, it becomes a side hustle. This could be ordering your first business card, buying a domain, or telling your very first friend about your new venture. This is the level where you start to build your business. Side hustlers are usually doing their business on the side, maybe on nights or weekends or part-time when away from a day job. Entrepreneur level 3, full-fledged entrepreneur. The final phase is when your identity begins to change. It's not necessarily when you're doing your business full-time, but rather it's when you begin to associate and identify with your business or product. You feel every success and failure. It's also when others in your community begin to ask about how business is going and become more invested in your success. People might introduce you at a party and call you an entrepreneur or mention your business. That's when you know that part of your identity has shifted into entrepreneurship. Number 2, be a master networker. Most of the time when I mention networking, people begin to get a little nervous. But don't. Networking is a learnable skill, and truthfully, every entrepreneur should have it. Here's the thing, you don't have to go to giant, smarmy networking events to build your network. You can find the type of networking that works for you. Here are your choices. Online networking. Are you an introvert? Do you prefer to email and write to people over cold approaching or face-to-face chit-chat? Great! You need to learn the art and science of LinkedIn networking. This is a great place to start. VIP networking. Are you good at building one-on-one relationships? Do you prefer coffees to big parties or meetups? Great. You need to learn how to network with VIPs, potential clients, and targeted contacts. Conference networking. If you're an extrovert and love learning at events, you should learn to dominate conferences. I have a specific system I use for hacking conferences for the most contacts. I have found that if you're an entrepreneur, attending at least one conference a quarter will serve you very well. Number 3, be a phone ninja. Most entrepreneurs are surprised by how much time they spend on the phone. This could be with clients or customers, but also with remote teams, informational interviews, suppliers, lawyers, VIPs, and even on podcasts if you become well known. In this way, it's essential that you can deliver your pitch with vocal power. Be sure to practice my 5 strategies for delivering with more vocal power. Number 4, pitch yourself powerfully. You never know when you might have to pitch yourself as an entrepreneur. This might be on stage or at a board meeting or in a conference call. It might be from pitch competitions to raising funds to presenting your ideas to being a thought leader. You should always know how to present yourself well. There are 3 types of pitches you should always have prepared. First, I tell all of my entrepreneurial students to have 2 versions of your pitch. One is your Shark Tank pitch. Have you ever seen the show Shark Tank? All entrepreneurs pitch a panel of investors to invest in their idea, and they start with a really polished, impressive 20 to 30 seconds intro to their business. Hone this, perfect it, have it in your back pocket. You never know when you're going to meet a VIP. The second pitch you should have is your barbecue pitch. This is one that you have when you give casually, as if you're meeting friends or chatting at a barbecue. It should be a little less formal, less rehearsed, and more casual. Only about 10 seconds long. Start with what you love about your business and keep it short. Lastly, the stage pitch. You never know when you might have that great opportunity to introduce yourself, your business, or your idea in front of a crowd. Know how to work a stage and be ready to give a 1-minute amazing intro wherever you are. Number 5, nail the logistics. One thing I wish someone had told me when I first started out was getting the logistics of my business right. Your logistics are the backbone of your business. Make sure you see experts in all the following areas. Your legal team. You should have a basic business lawyer help you with your paperwork and contracts. Don't download them for free offline. Your accounting team. Always consult with someone about your books and your taxes. It might seem like a big expense, but they will likely save you in so many other ways. Your online infrastructure. You likely have a website, maybe some social media, or an online presence. Make it secure and productive. We have a list of all the resources we use to build the Science of People at scienceofpeople.com/stack. This is where we list our hosting partners, email system, and all of our favorite tools and tricks behind the scenes. Build an incredible team. As you grow your business, you're gonna need help. This means building a team of contractors, consultants, and likely part-time and full-time employees. There's a team with me here today. There are a few things you should be working on to build a strong foundation for your team. First, have the right culture. Have you thought about what you want your brand to feel like both inside and out? Make sure you get your culture right before hiring. Next, ask the right interview questions. I'm a big fan of a technique called behavioral interviewing. I think it's the only way to truly decode a potential hire's personality. This means not only asking about someone's experience, but actually asking about what makes them who they are. Don't be afraid to dive deep with your questions. Lastly, hire out your weaknesses. My goal here is to help you avoid a trap that I fell into. We tend to hire people like us. We like people like us. The problem is that then you hire people with your same strengths. This causes two problems: gaps in skills and overlaps in strengths. Not a great combination. How to become a successful entrepreneur. Now, no matter what level of entrepreneurship you're at, I hope these first 5 skills give you a great start. If you want all of our skills, check out my free 13-step master guide for entrepreneurs at scienceofpeople.com/entrepreneur. Yes, it is absolutely free to get all 13 steps, from mastering your networking, to creating memorable business cards, to cold calling, to attending conferences, to leadership, to productivity. Whew. That was a lot. Okay, go check out my free guide for you, 13 Steps to Becoming a More Successful Entrepreneur at scienceofpeople.com/entrepreneur. Enjoy. Are you living up to your full potential? Do you want more? I would love to help you. Get started with my free training and learn more about People School today. Visit scienceofpeople.com/pschool. There's one thing most entrepreneurs have in common. They are avid learners. Check out these resources if you want to learn more.